What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today I have another review of another piano that I recently just purchased. It's Acoustic Samples Yamaha C7 grand piano. It's kind of interesting because in my past experience with Yamaha C7s from other developers, the C7s that I encountered in the past were just way too bright, and unpleasant to play. And fortunately, I came across this piano which has it dead on. Still have the brightness that Yamaha C7s are noted for, but the brightness character isn't over the top. It isn't too much. It's perfect. Musicians that play in genres such as rock, gospel, even jazz, and even pop usually prefer the C7 because of its ability to cut through with its brightness with other instruments. This is how the interface looks when you first load it up. You got a nice over-the-top view of the piano, and here you have 4 icons. It kind of looks like, let me show you here. I have some VI Lab instruments, pianos here. The interface and the icons kind of remind you of the other products from VI Labs. They're just interesting. Just wanted to point that out. So you have a microphone, a gear wheel, a MIDI symbol here, and a tuning fork. So the microphone, of course, is obvious. You have mic selections. It comes with 3: close, player, and side. And I have the close already activated here, so you can hear how it sounds. Now, this chord right here, I'm kind of in the lower register. Has a dark sound, but it still has that brightness. Well, let me play so you can hear the release samples. Okay. When you have the UVI workstation version 2.53, instruments tend to load a little faster. Alright, so I'm going to show you here, since I already have the close, I'm going to turn that one off, turn the close position off. I think I do that way, and I'm going to load up the player. Oops, and click that arrow here, and wow. All the samples are there. I'll do it again. So here we have player. A total different tone of the piano. This is the player position. This would be you sitting at a player position of the piano. Let me go back to close so you can hear the difference. Turn that one off. Turn close back on. Turn that one off. Turn that one on. Alright, so if you're able to tell a difference, one of the first things you notice is the stereo depth is a little shorter, which is how it should be if you're the player. It's still stereo, but it's not a huge, not too big in the stereo field. Alright, so let's go to the side position. Alright, so there's a little taste of all three mic positions. Alright, so moving on to the next icon, which is the gear. You get underneath the hood of the piano and you got extra features like release volume, pedal noise, key noise, pedal down resonance. So if you don't know what those are, check out the Acoustic Samples demo video. I believe he gives an example of that, but those who already know, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. It's kind of self-explanatory anyway. Sympathetic resonance, volume, polyphony, half pedaling switches, repedaling, true pedal action. I love the reverbs. It's kind of like the same, it's pretty much the same reverbs from the VI Labs piano. So let me turn that one on. It off. Bring it back on. I really love the reverbs. Alright, let me try another reverb. Let's try another verb. A little repedaling there. Let's try a couple more reverbs here. I think I like the wood room. No, that wasn't it, but oh, this one's nice. Alright. And try one more reverb. Let's do the nice and small. Alright, these last two icons here, the MIDI one, it's just settings for the velocity levels, or the MIDI levels rather, for each of these categories. Of course, it's general MIDI setup, so most MIDI, the sustain switch is channel 64. So and you have settings for the sensitivity, the touch sensitivity, and the sample dynamics. Going to this last icon here, basically tuning mode. So you can tune a key and tune to your own liking. All right, so the interface is very straightforward. So this completes the interview of the Acoustic Samples C7 grand piano. I give it a 9 out of 10. The tone, the feel, everything is perfect. I mean, I give it a 10 out of 10. The only thing I have to say about C7s that are this applies to all C7s. I think there's enough samples of them. I'm glad that Acoustic Samples finally is the first one that actually captured a C7, how it should be and how it should sound. But C7s are no longer the flagship pianos for Yamaha. Actually, Yamaha CF series are basically the new flagship pianos for Yamaha. Actually, if you go to the website here, it looks like C7s are discontinued and have been discontinued for a while. So it'll be great to see a, see, it even says right here, the flagship of the CF, he says the, let me go back here. Yeah, so the CF series, pretty much the flagship pianos for Yamaha. So it'll be great just to see on the market someone comes out with a CF piano library. You know, I believe there are enough C7s out there, and I highly recommend getting this one because this one is done right. But at the same time, it'll be great to see a Yamaha CFX as a sample library. It'll be awesome. I believe that will just, people will go crazy over that. I believe people will go crazy over that. So hope you like it. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, just hit me up. All right, take care.